few months ago we made a little video on why rats chew, and we talked about how rats' teeth are constantly growing and they need plenty of wood and things to chew on and gnaw on to keep their teeth down. We showed you a few of the wood sticks that we use, but I've been asked to tell you a little bit more about the types of chews we use. So these are just a few of the things that are available. There's nothing here that's too expensive because we are on quite a tight budget with the amount of rats that we have. So I'm just going to talk you through, and there's basically two types of wood. You'll get the natural wood, or you'll get the one that has been dyed. Now always make sure that it's a safe vegetable dye so that it won't be harmful to your rats. And the thing with wood chews is when they get dirty and smelly, you must dispose of them. Check them regularly, and they are fairly cheap, so please don't hang on to them. You wouldn't want to chew on something that's all grubby and dirty, and your rats don't want to either. So the first thing I was going to show you is the nibble sticks and the fruit and veg chews. Now you're probably aware of these. They're available in all the different shops. That's the Pets at Home fruit and veg sticks, 4 in a pack, around about £2. This is the same thing but a different make, boredom breaker, and it's a bit cheaper. So there's lots of choice out there. We've also got, which is very nice for the young rats, is the fruity flavour small nibble sticks for mice, rats, gerbils and hamsters. Just the perfect size for your little rats to hold, and the babies do really love those. And here we have a natural wooden toy, which is the Tug and Gnaw from Pets at Home, and that was £1. 2 blocks of natural wood with a rope toy attaching them. You get lots of natural rope and natural blocks of wood, all different shapes and sizes. If you buy something that has a bell inside, then when the wood starts to get worn, you should take the bell out and remove it, because if it's a small bell it's a choking hazard, and also bells can have sharp edges on them. This is a particular favourite with our rats, which is again Pets at Home, Knobbly Nora. You can get it from different places, different prices, different sizes, and they're really nice. They attach to the bars of the cage with the metal washers and the little screw there, and it keeps them off the floor. And if you stagger them across the bars of the cage, the rats will use them to hop up and down, and they'll even perch on them. So they're really nice little toy, and they sit there chewing on those for quite a long time, and only £1, they do last a really long time. And then you'll move on to the more natural type of wood. Now this is a favourite for our small rats, the Woodland Small Bulrush Ball. It is £1 and it is quite tiny, but it does last a baby rat for quite a while. And that is a really popular little toy, and they chase that around the cage, and we'd put one in for each rat that's in there. And they'll chase them and play with them, and give them some nibble sticks and some other toys as well for some variety. And we've got Woodland's Wood Nibble Sticks, which are perfect for all small pets. They have some bark on them. You get 6 in the pack. We found them in the rabbit section, but what we liked about these is there's a little hole through them, drilled through the middle of them, and you can attach a piece of string and dangle those from the sides of the cage, which keeps them clean. Now these are really, really nice. I think they're also suitable for other small animals, rabbits, guinea pigs, chinchillas. It's the Burgess XL Gnaw Sticks, and they are nice size for young rats. They are quite different widths because there's different types of wood. But in there you have got excuse me, hazel sticks, willow sticks and apple sticks, and they are all safe for the rats to have. And then you have the bigger size Burns Chew Sticks for rabbits, which is just willow sticks. You can see they're quite a bit bigger. They're fine for fully grown rats, but we do like the little gnaw sticks, especially with the younger rats. This is another toy that all of the rats love, and our older rats, they do last quite a long time. different makes of these. This is Happy Pet, Nature First Willow Ball. That was around about £1.70 from Vet UK, but all the online pet stores will have these willow balls. Something about them, the shape of it, the rats really love. They can get hold of this and drag it around with them, and that will last for quite a long time in a cage, so they're a really nice toy for your rats. The other thing that we like for the older rats is the Naturals trio of fun balls, medium size. 3 different materials in there, and that'll keep your rats busy chewing for quite some time. So you've got the softer materials, the medium texture, and then the harder. And you can also get things like the mineral stones. Now there was 2 in this pack, and you see you just clip them on with a little plastic clip to the side of the cage. Make sure you always put mineral stones or salt blocks near the water bottle. Now we have some rats that love them, some that are totally indifferent, and one rat that we used to have to remove this and just put it in a couple of times a week because you try and eat the whole thing in one go. So that's obviously not ideal, but that's just a little cheap. I think that was around about £2 for the 2 wheels there, so fairly reasonable price. This is something that we've only been using probably for about the last 6 months or so. It's the Good Bite Tiny and Natural Cornstarch Chew, no calories, no nutritional value. Round about, I think around about £4 or just under for 2 from VioVet, which is a good price for these. And we use the cheese one, but there's also, you can get 2 carrots, 2 corn, or 2 little apples. And the good thing about these is, especially with the cheese one, is it seems a bit harder than the others, and you can completely rinse this under the tap and dry it if it gets dirty, so you don't have to throw it away. You can use it right to the very last little piece. So we find that's a nice chew, and all of the rats, whatever age, they do like those. And then you move on to things like the loofah core chews, and that's Woodlands, and that was 3 for £2. What I really like about these is they're hard, they last a long time, and you can string them up in the cage. You can add all 3 together on a piece of string, or you can just have one at a time and put them around the cage. We bought I was going to say our babies, but they're our middle girls now. We have new babies. We bought our middling girls a loofah teddy for Christmas, and they absolutely, oh no, for their birthday, sorry, they absolutely love it. And 2 months later, they're still dragging it everywhere around their cage. We have washed it under the tap, and we took it out the cage and we left it to dry till it was thoroughly dry on the radiator, and it seems absolutely fine. I've never washed one before, but the rats love it so much. I will have to get them a spare one. And this is the other thing that all of our rats like. It's the Boredom Breaker Play Veg, the carrots. Now you can get like a little cabbage patch type thing, or carrot patch rather, like a wood frame where you can plant these in, but I think that's really meant to be for rabbits. So we just buy the carrots, and these were £2.40 from VioVet. But what I will mention is, I was actually surprised to see this in there, but there is a silica gel sachet in the back. Now that obviously is toxic, do not eat. It is purely there to keep the sisal dry and to stop it going mouldy. So you need to remove that and throw that away safely. If for any reason that has split open, I would send them back and not use it. You don't want your rats to eat anything like that. So that's basically what we're using at the moment. There's quite a variety. There's a lot more toys out there. We only use things that say they are specifically for rats and small animals. You have to be careful with ingredients and to make sure that everything is perfectly safe. But those are a good basis for a starter, and you don't need all of these. We vary the things we put in so the rats don't get bored. We put different things in each week, and variety just to make things more interesting.